a bond like no other, Todd James cheers as his little girl graduates. Now he must try to live without her. She spent her final days on Gari. Her body was discovered on the beach Monday morning, surrounded by dingoes.
Hey, Shalom, all praises to Yahweh Shemir Shida, but honors to the elders of great millstone who rule well. Peace and citation to the elect and all the brothers pushing this work in sincerity and truth. This is Brother Thamar from Jimmers, Toronto, coming at you with another video. I'm going to make part 2 of this video. I'm not going to make it long, but another thing occurred to me when I was, when the first video was done, was that the spirit of Jezebel, man, is on these young women, right? The same way when you go into the history of women in the ancient Babylon that had to go around to the temple and, you know, lay with a bunch of men before they get married. It's the spirit that's on these women right now, because that's what they do, right? I'm going to make a separate video about that. At least it's going to be like probably an hour long, right? Because they might not go to the temple per se, but they're doing it unknowingly, right? Because how many men do get virgins as wives? Not really, not a lot, right? And this is the thing now where it's being pushed. You have fun in your youth, and then you get married in your 30s, right? It's the same thing that was in ancient Babylon. But anyways, Jezebel, the death of Jezebel. Let's get it. The death of Jezebel. And you know, she was a very rebellious woman. I'm not saying this girl is rebellious per se, but this is what happens when you have that spirit of wantonness and rebellion on you, right? She might not be rebellious in a way that she doesn't listen to her father or whatever the case may be, but she's rebellious in a way that she shouldn't be doing things that men should be doing, right? Why are you swimming through at 5 o'clock in the morning, man? This is the death of Jezebel in the Bible. So this is 2 Kings, because it's a shameful thing to die like this, man. Right? This is a shameful death right here. And you other women, you Israelite women, you better take heed, because this spirit is on you also. Now when Jehu had come to Jezebel, Jezebel heard of it, and she put paint on her eyes and adorned her head. So she put on makeup and looked through a window. Then, as Jehu entered at the gate, she said, "Is it peace, Zimri, murderer of your master?" And he looked up at the window and said, "Who is on my side? Who?" So 2 or 3 eunuchs looked out at him. Then he said, "Throw her down." So they threw her down, and some of her blood splattered on the wall, on the horses, and they trampled her underfoot. Right? So she didn't die in her bed at an old age, okay? And when he had gone in and ate and drank, then he said, "Go now, go to see the accursed woman and bury her, for she was a king's daughter." So they went to bury her, but they found no more of her than the skull and the feet and the palms of her hands. Therefore they came back and told him, and he asked, "This is the word of the Lord, which he spake by the servant Elijah the Tishbite, saying, on the plot of ground of Jezreel, dogs shall eat the flesh of Jezebel, and the corpse of Jezebel shall be as refuse of the surface of the field. In the plot at Jezreel, so that they shall not say, Here lies Jezebel." So that was a prophecy. Someone predicted her death. One of the prophets, Elijah, predicted her death because she was a wicked woman. Like I said, I'm not saying this girl is a wicked woman, but no one's born innocent, okay? This is all obviously a judgment of the Lord, right? And she died the similar way, man, right? She got eaten by dogs. She did fall off got thrown out the window, or whatever the case may be, but Dogs ate her body, man. And this girl suffered the same fate because she had the spirit of wantonness on her. And this is a spirit, like I said many times in the videos before, that's a spirit that's on these women in Babylon the Great, in this Western society. And this is the fate that's going to, a lot of them are going to meet this fate just for being careless and childlike and don't want to take no instruction from a man. Shalom.